Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. I know it's been quite a while since I last uploaded. I do apologize for that, but guys, we're back with a banger today. As you guys can see, we got the tools out, so that's always a good sign. So in today's video guys, not only are we going to be swapping out the old steering wheel, but we're actually going to be installing a quick release and a brand new deep dish steering wheel. So this thing is going to look mad. Let me show you guys the old steering wheel. If we just hop inside now, don't get me wrong guys, I've always absolutely loved how this steering wheel looks. Honestly guys, if it was my choice, I would have kept this steering wheel, but the only reason why I'm changing it, because as you guys can see, this steering wheel is beyond saving. The condition is absolutely horrible, and guys, no joke, when I drive, I get some sort of black stuff on my hand, like the steering wheel is sticky, it's absolutely horrible. So and I couldn't really find any other steering wheels for cheap, so I thought I might as well take this chance to swap out the steering wheel and get a nice quick release. But yeah, this steering wheel is far gone, unfortunately, because I do love how these look. Hopefully today we're going to be swapping out. As you guys can see, I've already got all my tools out and ready. I've also got all the tools that I'm going to be using just sat over there. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let me show you guys the kit that I've got, and then let's make a start. Guys, now I want to show you guys the setup that we've gone for. So as you guys can see, we've got a Driftwork steering wheel, basically a budget steering wheel, nothing too special, but the quality is pretty good quality, to be honest. As you guys can see, it's nice and strong. But on to the more exciting part guys, we've got a D1, an official D1 SPEC quick release. So this thing is mad guys, it's a paddle one, I believe, a paddle quick release. So that thing just bolts onto this, and literally all you gotta do is pull this thing and then it should come out. You can see the little ball bearings inside. Yeah, this thing guys, this is the dog's bollocks. This thing looks absolutely sick. I'm not gonna lie, the color as well, so they match with the IS200, blue on blue. So yeah, that's already bolted onto the steering wheel, as you guys can see. So obviously that's gonna go behind that, and then obviously we've got our boss kit. So you guys can see, nothing special, regular boss kit. And yeah, literally what's gonna happen guys, this thing is gonna bolt onto that, and then that is gonna go onto that. Pretty simple, I hope. Okay, so we're now in the car, and I want to show you guys first what tools we're going to be using so far anyway. So we've got a breaker bar, and we've got, I believe that's a 19mm socket that's going to be used for the big nut inside the steering wheel. We've also got a flathead, which I'll show you why we're going to need this, but you don't necessarily need it, but it'll be very helpful if you got that with you. We've also got a ratchet with, I believe, a T30 Torx with a little adapter on top. So yeah, that's all the tools we're going to be using for now, and yeah, let's get this thing off. Right, so the first thing we're going to do, there's two T30 bolts. So there's one there, and there's going to be one just over there on the opposite side of the steering wheel. So we're going to take them two off, and we're going to be using our T30. So let's get those two bolts off. Wait guys, I completely forgot to mention, guys, before we start, make sure to disconnect your battery and let it sit for around 10 to 15 minutes, only because we are going to be removing our airbag, so we don't want that to explode in our face or anything. So yeah, just a little disclaimer, make sure you guys go ahead and do that before we make a start. What the hell? Shut the hell up, bruv. Hey yo. Alright, once those two bolts are out, this part can be a little bit fidgety, but hopefully it should just come out pretty easily. But for some of you guys it might be a bit difficult, that's why I just getting a little flathead. So what you guys can do, if you just turn the steering wheel a little bit and just sort of pry it out in one corner, as in this black plastic housing, you want to push it out a little bit like that. That way that screw should hopefully just fall. Yeah, it's fallen in, so now it should come out nice and easily. Alright, so once that's out guys, if you just turn that over, you'll see the airbag connector. All you want to do is just push this thing forward, and it should disconnect just like that. So thank God it didn't explode in our face. It's pretty good news. So on to the next step. Alright, so guys, firstly what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect this horn wire. So just get rid of that. It should hopefully just slide out. There we go. And now here's the fun part. So we're going to be taking off this big nut over here. That's a 19mm. So let's get our breaker bar and take that thing off. Now in my case, that did come off very, very easy. So I'm guessing the previous owner or something, he must have removed or replaced the steering wheel. But now guys, I'm going to show you a little trick. So we're going to remove it, but not all the way, just so it's sort of held in by a few threads. So before we do this, make sure your steering wheel is straight. So just give it a little wiggle to make sure it's nice and straight. And now what we're going to do guys, we're going to hit the steering wheel on both sides, and then hopefully this thing should pop out. So give it a few bangs and then it is getting a little bit loose. And wait, yeah, there you go guys, that's it. Our steering wheel is now loose. So once that's loose, we can remove this fully and then pull out the steering wheel. Ooh. Pull it out gently because obviously we've already straightened it. We don't want to mess that up. And that is it guys, that's our steering wheel removed. That's my first ever steering wheel removal, so pretty cool. So I'm going to set this aside and continue with the swap. Alrighty, so now as you guys can see, we got 2 Phillips screws. We're going to remove that with our screwdriver, and once those 2 are removed, this thing should just pop out. It's basically just a little cover. Don't want to break it though. Guys, my bad, there's actually one more screw right underneath. That's why I was struggling so much. So yeah, let's get that removed and then we'll finally be on to the next stage. Alright, so the covers are now removed. So now the next thing we're going to do guys, obviously we've got 4 screws here holding the clock spring, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So yeah, just get your screwdriver and remove those 4 screws. Alright, so once you remove those 4 screws, this thing should now pop out. And what you guys want to do, there is a little airbag connector and there's also a little horn cable there. So you want to remove those 2, just pull it out. There's one, and this other one might be a little bit of a pain. I think you gotta compress or just push those 2. Oh shit! One thing I hate guys is flipping cables or connectors, sorry. They just piss me off, man. Flipping out. Alright, so guys, before we continue, there's 2 things I gotta talk about. So first of all guys, I do need to wire in my horn, as you guys can see. So basically, essentially, this cable with the green wire, that is for your horn. So in theory, as long as this thing touches the ground, the horn should work. So basically what I'm going to be doing guys, so my DP steering wheel, I can connect a horn to it, but what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to wire this horn to this button over here. That's what I previously used to have. So literally all I'm going to do, I'm going to wire this to, there's 2 connectors on it. I'm going to wire this to one connector, and then I'm going to get a 12-volt feed and put it onto the other one, and then when I press this, the horn should work. And as for this guys, so this is the airbag connector, right? And obviously this thing is going to be disconnected, so that is going to cause our airbag light to come on. But the solution to this guys is so simple. You got to get a 2 ohm resistor, and literally all you want to do, you're going to put the 2 ohm resistor in there. It's super easy. Literally just put it in and that's the job done. But at the moment I don't actually have it. I've ordered it off eBay. It's coming in a few days, but guys, I could not wait to get my steering wheel on. So I'm probably going to do it off camera in whenever it comes, and all your passengers and everyone should be safe, so apart from me obviously. Alright guys, so now to the fun part. We're now going to install our boss kit. So yeah, I can't wait. So the first step is we're going to install this thing. I have no idea what this thing is, but we're going to have to install it. So we can see there's 3 spokes, 1, 2 and 3, and if we look at the back of this, it's the same thing, 1, 2 and 3. So obviously guys, we're gonna have to just fit this in that way. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Oh, all right, so now that little plate is sitting nice and flush with that back rear housing. So now that that's done, we're gonna get our boss kit, and yeah, we're just gonna slide it in. Hopefully it should go on nicely. So once guys, I've got your boss kit lined up, as you guys can see, it's nice and flush, especially with the backing plate as well. I believe that's for a horn. I'm not 100% sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but just make sure it's all flush and sitting nicely. So once that's done and you're happy with the way it's sitting, you want to get your larger nut again, and you're just going to get nice and tight in the middle. We can now finally install the little background, what the hell? I can't believe I just called that background, but these back rear housing. So you're going to put the housing back on, and then yeah, we shall continue from there. All right, we got the housing back on. Now we're going to slap these 2 screws back on, one over there and one over there. Alright, so guys, I just realized obviously we're now going to install our quick release, but the thing is we do have to tighten this now because I won't be able to do it after. So what I've done, actually, I've marked it up here because that is where this thing is straight. So now we can torque up. It is going to turn a bit, but it's fine. We can literally just turn it back around after, and then yeah, it should be nice and straight. So yeah, I'm going to torque this up right now, and then we're going to install our quick release. Alright, so before I put the quick release on, I'm going to put on this cover real quick. I believe this thing just goes straight through just like that. And oh shit, it's gone right through. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Alright, now for the fun stuff. So we're going to install this quick release now, and literally guys, this is piss easy. All we got to do, line it up here, and we've got 4 screws. We're going to screw that in, And then guys, I think it's time to test out this little beast over here. So yeah, let's get this thing bolted on. Alright guys, the quick release is now done. Everything, I believe, is now done. So that was the final part. We're gonna actually try and get the steering wheel on, and if I'm not mistaken, this thing should just click in, literally just like that. So yeah, here goes nothing. Let's see if this thing works. So I've lined it up. It's now lined up, and once it's centered, it should click in. Oh my god, yo, that's sick. Let me show you guys the steering wheel.
I got my backpack with my pen and pad and my headphones on the road. No matter how far I walk, it don't seem like I'm ever getting close. I just been wondering with no map on me, so I don't know where I'm going. Sometimes I be wondering if there'll come a day where I finally find my home. Don't wanna be caught in a cycle with drugs and violence. Paranoid, looking over my shoulder, gun on my side when I'm riding. Yeah, came from the dirt, if only we knew we were diamonds. We can't avoid the emotions of life, we hide these emotions through smiling.
Guys, the steering wheel is now on. Yo, this thing looks absolutely nuts, guys. I don't even know what to say. I'm quite speechless, to be honest. Literally, guys, ever since I was a kid, this is something I've always wanted to do. Like, you always see these sort of steering wheels on drift cars, race cars, anything. But yeah, let me just show you guys. And yo, this thing just looks madness, bro. This thing looks absolutely madness, guys. This is it. It's an Alcantara steering wheel. This thing feels rapid, bro. The steering wheel is a little bit smaller than the IS200 one, I believe. It does feel a bit smaller, but maybe in the future I might upgrade to a bigger one. But yeah, yo, this thing is mad. This thing is absolutely mad. As you guys can see, this is the quick release. Let me show you guys how this thing actually comes off. So it's very, very easy. Literally, all you gotta do, you hold this button. It's very hard to do with one hand, but you hold this button, then you pull this pedal. Alright, so I have to do it off camera. It's quite hard to do with one hand, but you press that button over there, then with two hands you pull on this pedal, and then the thing just pops out just like that. Very nice and easy. And to put this thing back on, super easy. You line it up and then literally push it, and then it'll click just in place where it's supposed to be. That's it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I want to know what you guys feel about this setup. I think it looks absolutely mad. One thing I will mention, it is a little bit tall for me, if that makes sense. So the steering wheel does stick out quite a bit. So maybe in the future I might make another video of me getting a shortened adapter or shortened boss kit or something. But yeah, or I might even just get a flat steering wheel. But for now, guys, this is the setup, and I think it looks absolutely mad. Tell me what you guys think, and if you guys got any other suggestions or any other mods or anything, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.